Libra, welcome to your reading. So I'm going to jump right in and get your current energy. So let's get where you are, what's influencing you, what do you need to focus on, your past, your strength, your near future. What else do you need to know? What else is influencing this? Your hopes or fears? And your potential outcome? So this video is available on TikTok at Tarot with Michelle and on YouTube and Rumble, Tarot and Astrology with Michelle. So looking here, bottom of the deck, I'm getting the Nine of Pentacles. Now, the Nine of Pentacles is you creating your own abundance. I love this energy because you're very confident. You know exactly what you're capable of achieving. Love that. Because of that energy, having the Lovers show up here in your current energy, it tells me that you're looking for that same vibration. So when it comes to love and relationships, it's what you put out is what you get back. And so from a vibration standpoint, you want somebody who's going to match your vibration, somebody who's able to achieve a lot on their own. And so that person that wants to be in a relationship versus needs to be in a relationship. Now, influencing that Lovers card, I'm getting the Three of Wands. And that Three of Wands is a card of patience. There may have been some delays around a union here with another person. I'm actually picking up another person already. So it feels like you know who this is. But there may have been delays getting together because you had something that you needed to accomplish on your own. What the universe wants you to focus on here with the Death card is death and rebirth. So it's Scorpio energy, but it's really Pluto. And so anything here that's ending, it's really making space for new beginnings. It's not about letting go, or it is about letting go. It's not about holding on to something here. It really is an opportunity to let go of something that just, it hit its natural expiration date. There's nothing left for you in that chapter. It's just time to move forward. This is connected to that Nine of Pentacles. You've achieved a lot on your own. Now it's time to engage with another person. And it feels like the new cycle, this new beginning energy is really building something here with somebody else, this Lover's energy. Showing up here in the past, I'm getting the Four of Wands. Now the Four of Wands is a card of marriage, a lot of stability here, a reason to celebrate. So this feels like it was the meeting of this person. Might have been at a social event. Take that as it resonates for you. But I am getting a sense here that this meeting feels like, I almost want to say destined, but if that feels too strong of a word, it feels like a kindred spirit, that you were able to meet this person, have some sort of instant chemistry here with that Four of Wands. And so it feels like you were in the middle of that Nine of Pentacles energy. You were in the middle of completing something here, something that you needed to do on your own. And so it feels like there were pause or a delay connected to this person, the two of you coming together, forming and growing the kind of relationship here that you want. But your strength here is the Ten of Cups, which is a marriage card, and it's long-term emotional fulfillment. And so it feels like you're going to shift gears here and you're going to start focusing on this connection and building something here. Your strength is in really building something long-term, emotionally fulfilling. And with a Three of Pentacles showing up here in the near future, it feels like this is where the shift is taking place. You go from doing everything independently to shifting into focusing on a connection, building something here with another person, this Lovers and Four of Wands person. And so when I look at the outside influences, how the universe is shaping the situation, I am getting the High Priestess, which is about trusting your intuition, and the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is connected to the Death card. So closing out a cycle here, maybe all the work that you did to get yourself to this point, you don't need to keep putting in that effort anymore. You've achieved it. There's a lot of success connected to that Nine of Pentacles. You can let that go. You don't need to keep putting in all of that energy and effort. Now it's time to focus on the new beginning. And you really do want that here because in your hopes or fears is the World card, which is closure. It's ending a cycle. It's letting it go, recognizing that you did everything that you needed to do, learned all the lessons, accomplished everything that you set out to do. Now you're ready for the next chapter. And so sitting here in your potential outcome, I'm getting the Knight of Pentacles. Now that Knight of Pentacles is a student kind of energy. So it's planning for the future, being very strategic, methodical. And so it feels like what you're doing is, as you're building out this new phase, this new beginning energy, you're working with another person here. So the Knight of Pentacles doesn't feel like it's just you. It feels like it's you with this person, that you're planning something together, that you're focusing on the future, taking in the other person's suggestions, voicing your own, and kind of coming to some sort of consensus or compromise on how this is all going to play out. It's the look here on the Knight of Pentacles that I'm really focused on. It's that contemplative, okay, let me consider everything that's available and let me make the best decisions possible here as I'm planning out the future. So I do love that. Okay. So clarifying the current energy before I could even get the words out is the Five of Swords. So clarifying the Lovers with the Three of Wands. So some sort of delay here around the relationship. You might find that there's some sort of conflict that needs to be resolved. Now, this could be external because I'm getting some of that. This is also internal. And the internal is making time and space for this new beginning, allowing you to get out of the mindset of just focusing on yourself and shift into focusing on building a relationship here. Tell me about the Death card. Seven of Wands. So the Seven of Wands is standing up and fighting for what you want. So interesting, because I'm also getting the resistance energy. So you might this feels like it's past tense, that you may have been trying to resist the end of a cycle here, but I don't get the sense that you're doing that anymore. I feel like you're shifting and recognizing, you know what? I'm really done with that. I don't want that anymore. I really want something new. And it feels like you're shifting your approach, your mindset, the actions that you're taking, and you're really being encouraged to do that. Shift into the future. And with the Four of Wands here, I'm getting the Emperor. So the Four of Wands and the Emperor are both very stable energy. Now, this could indicate that you met somebody here, could have been an Aries, but somebody with a very strong personality. This is a very willful kind of my way or the highway person here in the past. And so you might have met somebody like that, or you might have been in that energy, a very strong leader, made your mind up. You know what? I met you. This is really great, but I'm not able to devote a lot of time to you. Not right now. And so you could have been the one in this Emperor position. So you can flip the energies around however it makes sense for you. But I am getting somebody here who was very dedicated and focused on achieving their own results. The Emperor feels very highly connected to the Nine of Pentacles. So it feels more like your energy than it does the other person. With the Ten of Cups here, I'm getting the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is a very curious, inquisitive energy. And so when it comes to, this feels connected to that Knight of Pentacles. When it comes to exploring your options, going after what you want here, that long-term happiness, you're going to be asking all of the questions here with this person. Like, where do you see this going? What kind of life do you want to live? How do we want to interact with each other? Really getting down into the details here with that Page of Swords. That's your strength. It's really developing this connection is showing up as your strength. And with the Three of Pentacles, I'm getting the Chariot. So Cancer energy, a card of success and victory. So working with this other person, I'm getting forward movement as well as success. So really, I mean, it feels like things are moving in the right direction for you. Tell me about that Ten of Wands. Queen of Wands. Putting down all of these burdens and the responsibilities. There's some sort of internal recognition that I'm getting that you've achieved a lot. You know your own worth and value. You don't need to keep proving this to you or to anybody else. And I get the sense here that you're really not focused on somebody else's ideas or opinions or just what their point of view is on your accomplishments. I'm getting the sense here that the mindset shift connected to that Nine of Pentacles, you dedicating yourself to accomplishing some sort of goal, was more about you proving something to yourself than it was proving something to the outside world. And with the High Priestess, I'm getting the Strength card, Leo energy. It took a lot of internal strength, balance, trusting your intuition. It feels like all the work that you did is really paying off. And now it's trusting your intuition again to focus on building a relationship here with this person. So clarifying the world, I have the Queen of Cups with the Empress. So the Queen of Cups is a lot of self-love, self-care. This is all the work that you've been doing. This is everything that achieved at that Nine of Pentacles. And now what you're doing is you're shifting into the Empress energy, which it's about relationships. It's focusing on what you love and value. But it's the Emperor and the Empress that I'm really kind of hung up on. So this could be a divine counterpart kind of situation where you met somebody here. It was kind of right person, wrong time, although divine time is always at play. So take it as it makes sense for you. But it does feel like that pause was deliberate so that you could accomplish something. And now you're able to enter into this connection and build something here. And so you're shifting into focusing on what you want to build here with another person, that kind of relationship. Okay, so with the Knight of Pentacles, I'm getting the Knight of Pentacles. So I love that because it feels more than just kind of having a conversation, planning for the future. This actually feels like you're moving in that direction, starting to plant those seeds of foundation, something that can be built over time. I'm also getting the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords, a lot of thinking, a lot maybe overthinking, and Queen of Pentacles showing up here. So focusing on stability within you, within this relationship, allowing that to unfold. But it feels like you needed this Nine of Pentacles in order to embrace this Queen of Pentacles energy. In order to build something solid with another person, you needed to prove to yourself first that you were able to accomplish a lot on your own. Not everything, because now you're building with somebody else, but as much as you needed to on your own. So Libra, this is your reading. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.